For this part of the exercise, we're going to animate the word friend to have the tracking animate all the letters to spread apart. And then we're going to take the entire composition and have it rotate up and out of the way. So let's get started. To animate the tracking on the word friend, let's go down to our Layers panel and twirl open the Friend options. Then locate the word Animate and click on the little triangle options button on the right-hand side. We're going to animate the tracking, which is going to add a little sub-animator 1 option inside of your friend layer. Now what we want to do is to start the tracking off low and then raise it up as the word is being sung. So in our timeline, we're going to move our playhead to 3 seconds right when it starts. And let's set our tracking amount. So click on the little stopwatch to add a keyframe there. Notice it'll automatically also add a tracking type there too. Let's set our tracking amount to be about -25. There we go. That'll be our starting point. Then if we scrub over just another second to 4 seconds, we're going to track our letters out to +35. Right about there. Now when we go back and play it again, you can see the word friend is sustained and also animates out the tracking as it's being sung. The last thing we need to do for this section is to be able to move all of the words out of the way very quickly. The easiest way to do this is to go to your Layers panel, select all of your text layers by holding Shift and clicking on the first and the last one. You can then right-click or control-click, and we're going to create a pre-comp or pre-compose all of these together. We'll give it the name Thank You. We'll keep everything else exactly the same and say OK. And this is going to group all of your layers together in one grouping and treat it as one individual object. Now if I scrub over, it's still going to animate and play exactly the way I want it to play. It's just treating it now as one single composition. From here, we can now trim down the starting and stopping time. Since the entire time ends at 5 seconds, I'm going to go to the end of my timeline, click on the time for this one, and let's drag it to end automatically at 5 seconds right here. So now it won't render anything past that. Finally, we're going to have the entire composition completely rotate off screen. To do this, let's open up our Thank You Layers options for Transform. We'll set our playhead to be about 4 seconds and 14 frames, so right a little past 4.5 seconds. We're going to add a rotation keyframe right at this point, and we want to change the rotation center point. To do that, go up to your Pan Behind tool. This is also the Anchor Point tool. And this is going to allow you to move that anchor point down here to the lower left-hand corner. With it there, now I can move my playhead to 5 seconds. And I can use my rotation tool to just click and rotate it up and out of the way. So very quickly, once it plays the song, it's going to rotate it off and out of the way. With this done, we can now go up to File, and let's save our project we're working on. And in the next part, we're going to add some text that falls along a path.